class, and today is an ongoing program, discussion series on how do we increase, how do we have constant remembrance of Krishna? What should we do? So this is a struggle for all of us. It's good to discuss it. As we say that if we have a problem, you share the problem, then it reduces. So now hopefully it will reduce. Today, we already had two speakers on the series. Today, the third speaker, we have His Grace Sanjeev Prabhu to give class today, and he doesn't need introduction. So please, I'll request Sanjeev Prabhu to please come and take the mic. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, His Grace Amrish Prabhu, Her Grace Punprakya Devidasi Mataji, and His Grace Krishna Samarpan Krishna Prabhu for organizing these wonderful programs and giving me chance to engage in devotion service and share my realizations. The topic, Prabhuji, you have chose is very, very relevant. We all, as you said, that we all face that struggle, and the struggle can be like it can be different for challenges can be different from different people. So how to overcome challenges we face in remembering Krishna? So this is the problem we all have, and obviously we have lots of problems in our life, but our main problem should be how to remember Krishna always. Other problems are temporary and comes and goes, but because our body is temporary, so how come our problems be permanent? So our main problem should be how to remember Krishna always. So this topic becomes very important, that how to overcome challenges we face in remembering Krishna, because Krishna consciousness is very sublime process which is given by Srila Prabhupada to us in order to remember Krishna, and we can dovetail this process in our activities and our lifestyle, um, and we can become Krishna consciousness. So now we must segregate between what is Krishna consciousness and what is institutional consciousness, because Krishna consciousness is very dynamic process. Yes, we must follow regulative principles of bhakti and a lot of other do's and don'ts. Onus is upon us, but when we become institutionalized, then we try to bound this process in a certain way, which is not the nature of the process. Like water, like when it's flowing, then it is pure and not contaminated, but stagnant water becomes contaminated. So today's Transcendental Mellow, I was reading Guru Maharaj saying that don't complicate the devotion service. Bhakti should never be complicated. It should be very easy, should be performed in any circumstances of our life. So it is a simple process that can we can only follow when we become simple, and simple becoming simple and innocent is the is required to follow this process. So the challenges we face are depends on how desperately we want Krishna consciousness. Say like if we are hungry, if I'm hungry, so I only need food. I don't want any talk, any empty talk, because I'm hungry. I just want food. So so I have realized that the first challenge I face is to awaken this hunger, or recognizing that I want Krishna consciousness. In fact, I need Krishna consciousness. So this challenge I have realized that we can try to overcome by association of like-minded devotees. So, like in like-minded devotees association, we remain focused and get encouragement, and most importantly, we are under bona fide guidance. So I have realized that right guidance in life is very, very important, which because it shapes our life. We must have heard this by our seniors, by our parents, that avoid bad company. And Srila Prabhupada also said that in his lectures that if you want to be first class drunkard, then associate with first class drunkard. But if you want to be first class devotee, then associate with first class devotees. So this is the point, that association shape our lives. And in this regard, His Grace Amrish Prabhu always says that in Hare Krishna weekend, we don't we don't charge money, but our currency is sincerity and honesty. So if we value bona fide association and guidance, then we become sincere in our endeavor. um, we If we keep associating with like-minded sincere devotees, then we bound to change. We must change, otherwise we are doing injustice to our seniors. Our own The onus is upon us, because we must change. We cannot carry on the way we before coming to Krishna consciousness. So yes, everyone's capacity is different, but capacity can be increased. That's what sincere endeavor does. It invokes the mercy of our seniors. Although Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada's mercy is causeless, and because they are merciful to everyone, but it is our capacity and qualification that how we receive it. That's why I have realized that our sincerity and honesty enable us to receive the causeless mercy, and we can maintain enthusiasm in bhakti. Otherwise, the process becomes burden. I was listening Srila Prabhupada's lecture, and Srila Prabhupada are saying that his lecture on Srimad Bhagavatam, that the Srila Prabhupada was explaining Vigraha, means the form of the Lord. And we serve the Lord with very much love and enthusiasm. But if we lost this feeling that Krishna, here is Krishna and here is the chance to serve Him, then it is burden. It is called Galagraha. So there is a Vigraha and then it's Galagraha. As soon as the feeling of devotional service will be lost, then it is Galagraha or burden, not the Vigraha. Then the standards goes down and the principles broken, because everything is diluted and it becomes just a job. I heard this term, that guru job, they take it as a job, which is again an institutional consciousness, because devotional service is performed out of love and affection, not a job. So challenges we face, which I have realized, that lack of taste, lack of enthusiasm, and uncontrolled mind and senses. These are the few ones. As I said, everyone's got different challenges. It depends on their stages in bhakti. Um, we know that there are 9 stages of bhakti that described in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. That number one is Shraddha, faith. So we must have faith in Krishna. Then Sadhu Sangha, the association of devotees. So associating with like-minded devotees. And then Bhajana Kriya, the daily sadhana or chanting and devotional activities. So this Bhajana Kriya is where we face challenges also, because we have to very, very pakka or very, very serious in our daily sadhana. I heard uh, His Grace Amrish Prabhuji also said that the serious devotees, no matter which situation they are, wherever they go, they don't leave their daily sadhana. So daily sadhana is so important, because we do chanting, sincere chanting, and sing arti or do worship. So our daily sadhana is very, very important. So bhajan kriya. And then next stage becomes anartha nivritti, the purification of contamination. So when we follow this, then when we cultivate this up to this stage, then the slowly our bad habits goes away, our anarthas, our contaminations, we get purified. And then comes nishtha, a firm faith. So we had faith, but this time it is the when contaminations are less, the faith becomes firm. So we are very strong in our faith. Nobody can um, uh, take away from our faith in Krishna. And then comes taste, ruchi. So this is a higher taste. So at the moment or before we come into Krishna consciousness, our taste is more for sense gratification. So we have taste for material things, but this ruchi, this taste is for Krishna, the higher taste, taste for Harinam, a taste for Krishna consciousness. And then is asakti, attachment to Krishna. So now this is interesting. So we have attachment to a lot of things in this material world, but are we attached to Krishna? We can increase our attachment to Krishna because then we can remember Krishna all the time. I heard Srila Prabhupada was saying that like a mother, if she see a shoes or any belongings of her child, immediately she remembers her child. So there are so many things, and everything actually proprietary is Krishna. So everything belongs to Krishna. So anything we see in Bhagavad Gita also says it's a lot of places we can see Krishna. You know, when we drink water, the taste is Krishna. We see sun and moon, that is Krishna. So there are a lot of places, but when we going to see it? When we are attached to Krishna. Otherwise, we won't be able to see. So when this asakti comes, attachment to Krishna, then we can see Krishna or remember Krishna all the time. And then comes bhava. So bhava stage is very important also. It's knowing our position in the service. So we these bhava till bhava stage we can do our like endeavor, and we can reach to bhava stage. And but the next stage, the last stage is prema stage, the pure love. That cannot be attained by our endeavor. It is causeless. It is given, like Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya, um, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He freely distributed this pure love of Krishna, pure love of Godhead. So it is given. So we cannot force Krishna to give us prema or pure love. Up to bhava we can reach, but next stage um, is Krishna's causeless mercy. So at which stage we are our own judge. We cannot pretend artificially on higher stage. Uh, we lack taste because we still have lots of anarthas and challenges we face because of our inabilities and bad habits. So I want to refer the points from the book Srimad Bhagavatam in Practice, where our Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, gives the instructions, and devotees nicely recorded these instructions. So first chapter is called Appointment with Krishna. So there are different parts. So but part 7, I just wanted to refer here that Maharaj instructed 7 points to make us ready for this appointment with Krishna. You know, so the first one is because we sing this prayer, Maharaj, Maharaj, you know, every day. Sorry, every program. So in there it comes that you can only remember Krishna if Krishna remembers you. So Maharaj says that we have to always request Krishna for his mercy. If we keep doing that, Krishna may be merciful. In order for him to be merciful, our behavior should be 100% Krishna consciousness. It is not very difficult because that is our natural position. The child naturally goes to the parents, and in the same way, we have to go to Krishna. But the problem is that we are obstinate and we have impediments in the form of so many impressions in the mind from outside. Our natural position is vanquishing because of that. That's why we are in Kali Yuga. It is our choice to be in Kali Yuga. If we do not want to be in Kali Yuga, we have to be Satat Yuktanam, always engaged in His service. According to our own position, we have to find out a way to be Satat Yuktanam. There is no choice. We have to do it, and we have to only see how to do it. See here how beautifully Maharaj pointing out that there is no choice and we have to do it according to our position. So this reference is from actually from one of the seed verse from Bhagavad Gita chapter 10 verse 10. Tesam satati yuktana bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam jena mamupi yanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give them the understanding by which they can come to me. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, so this is the point, that constantly devoted to serving me with love. This is summarizing how we can overcome the challenges. We need to understand that these vibrations of verses and chanting the holy name are very potent. Maharaj says that once we complete our stipulated rounds, we should start churning our brain to retain this Bhagavad Gita, which is personified by sound, unseen by eyes, and known different from Krishna himself. Please don't miss the direct contact with Krishna by chanting, reciting slokas with translations, which is also an absolute like having darshan. Chanting Hare Krishna mantra or Gayatri mantra is a direct appointment with Krishna. This chanting should be done peacefully and sincerely. Simply mumbling of mantra is not good. Why are you trying to do only chanting? Because it is the easiest? Chanting alone is not enough. The intelligence and mind needs to be engaged in vibration and remembrance of Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, we will become more rotten. Already we are rotten on account of material modes. This will aggravate our already rotten condition. This engagement of vibrating the transcendental vibrations will make the mind and intelligence fully occupied and thereby provides a good scope for mental equilibrium. So I have realized that Maharaj gives example of having darshan here. So we take darshan of deities either in the temple or at home in the altar, but see the dynamic nature of devotional service, that we can have darshan by chanting and reciting slokas with translations. So this is practical solution of remembering Krishna all the time. Nobody can stop us for chanting the holy name and reciting verses. So we can do it anywhere, like Maharaj showed us, while taking shower, folding our clothes, getting ready, walking or commuting, coming back from work, and by the night time we can remember one verse by heart. And this is how we are satat yukta now, constantly vibrating the transcendental vibrations. Another point here is that Maharaj said this chanting should be done peacefully and sincerely. Simply mumbling of mantra is not good. So this is also a big challenge to do chanting attentively. We need to improve the quality of our chanting. The root cause of all the offenses against the holy name is inattentive while chanting. So more peacefully and sincerely we chant, the better we realize the purpose of Srila Prabhupada and verses. This is called offenseless chanting. And the third point here is that the intelligence and mind needs to be engaged in vibration and remembrance of Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So we must study Srila Prabhupada books daily. Not just that we like it or not like it, but we do it because of service to Krishna. We study to please Krishna and not that we like it. Srila Prabhupada took so much hard labor to write these books for us. So it is our duty and service to study them to engage our mind and intelligence. So you can only remember Krishna if Krishna remembers you. This is the first point. Like in by the Maharaj saying, Krishna will remember us if we are sincere. So the second point here, Maharaj was saying that thorough honesty. So lying or cheating or grabbing tendency, or are these three sins to be completely avoided. There is cheating everywhere in this world because we all have cheating propensity, but we need to be thoroughly honest in our dealings. Maharaj said that we are on a tottering platform and hence we are unsettled. But with Krishna, we are settled. So we want to be settled. Everyone wants to be settled. And when we are with Krishna, we are settled. Otherwise, we are not. Because in this material world, everything is tottering. And the next point is number 3 is don't harm anybody. Maharaj said we should not mistreat even our clothes. If we mistreat the clothes will mistreat us. Our whole lifestyle should be in devotion service. If we do not want to trouble the clothes, how much more we have to be careful with the other living entities. So the point is that we should be careful in our dealings, and devotees do not have time to waste on unnecessary disputes. Devotees' times are very valuable. We should not waste our time on and should not waste anybody's time. It is just because we are unorganized, others should not face inconvenience because of us. This is also a type of violence, as Maharaj taught us. Violence is not just a physical harm, it is through our speech also, our behavior also. So do not harm anybody. And number 4 is transcendental approach to material problems. So we seek transcendental solution to our material problems. Problems are in everyone's life because they are bound to come. Padam padam yad vipadam natesham. So danger at every step in this material world. So material solution will further deteriorate the situation more. So we always seek a transcendental approach. We take transcendental approach to our material problems. We see through the chakshu of shastras, everything. And number 5 is minimize artificial necessities. So now simple living, high thinking, as we discussed that before, that we have to become simple. So this is the principle Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev taught us: simple living, high thinking, and they showed us as well. One of the reasons we face challenges in remembering Krishna is that our life became complicated. In modern times, we are so much engrossed in technology and gadgets that simplicity is gone. We have increased our needs artificially. Then we complain that our mind and our senses are not controlled. Maharaj said that money is really a curse if it stops us from a simple life. The more the money, the less simple life becomes. The more we control our diet, old age becomes tolerable. So we must do some sort of austerity. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't earn money, but Maharaj here said that it is a curse, only curse, if it stops us from a simple life. So you still can have a simple life. So complication, we need to understand what his complications are. When we are too much dependent on technology, that is complication. Because His Grace Amrish Prabhu told us, or we discussed in the programs before, that when we detoxify us from um, social media or technology, you know, so we should simplify our life and stop these complications. In this regard, I want to refer one verse from Nectar of Instruction text 2, that's what devotees intermediate levels we are studying also. Atyaharah prayascha prajalpo niyamagraha janasanghascha lolyam cha shadbir bhakti vinashyati. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One's devotion service is spoiled when he becomes too entangled in the following six activities. Number one, eating more than necessary or collecting more funds than required. Number two, over endeavoring for mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. Number three, talking unnecessarily about mundane subject matters. Number four, practicing the scriptural rules and regulations only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulations of the scriptures and working independently or whimsically. Number five, associating with worldly minded persons who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. And number six, being greedy for mundane achievements. So these six activities destroy our devotion service. So these are they are making us complicated. Maharaj said that bhakti should never be complicated. So we need to be like a child like innocence to approach Krishna. So maintaining this innocence is upon us. We cannot deceive Krishna. No? So because Krishna is in everyone's heart in a form of Paramatma. So he knows everything. He is aware of everything that's going on in this universe. So yeah, so we have to be simple. And then the next point, number six, comes controlling anger. So Maharaj said that anger is one letter short than danger. So getting angry is showing that we are not accepting Krishna's plan. Although we can use anger in the service of Lord, but that is for the first class devotees who can do this. We need to cultivate these qualities. So artificially we cannot do this. We all, that's what we discussed before also, that artificially we shouldn't pretending, but we should be um, transparent. We should be showing what we are, not showing what we not. So so yeah, controlling anger is very important. Number seven is no loans. That's last one, no loans. So Maharaj insisted loan free life. So we should be closing our accounts here. Of course, in today's world, we have to take loans, but we should uh, not leaving our accounts open with everyone. So I have realized that we require certain amount of peace in our lives in order to sit down and study and understand scriptures. So we should not owe anything to anyone. Our accounts should be settled before we go. If we leave our accounts open, then we have to come back again to settle them. So no loans. So it means that we have to settle our accounts. So these are the instructions Maharaj given to remember Krishna. And I found this is very helpful in overcoming our challenges because we do not have time. Time is passing and we are delaying this process. Time is very important. Just in previous class, Ms. Shital Prabhu was discussing that people pass time and we don't know that time is passing us. We're not passing time. So is going very fast. And in this regard, Maharaj also talks about like how what the time is important. So Maharaj saying that then my breaths are limited and anytime I may pass away. I do not have faith in this breath, and therefore every breath has to be used in devotion service, or otherwise, when again I will get this opportunity to use these breaths in His service, I do not know. I have to remind myself of this urgency, and therefore I cannot postpone it. Every one of us should try to cultivate this feeling, especially when we are in old age. Wasting time is the greatest crime, and wasted time is a wasted mind. This demon from USA, lovingly referring to His Grace Atma Prasad Prabhuji, who wrote this poem, Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us, in just two sentences has given the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. Why you people cannot churn your brain to understand Bhagavatam like this? You people can do more than this. So here Guru Maharaj is referring to this again. It's this prayer that we sing, and wasting time is the greatest crime, because wasted time is a wasted mind. So this shows how much important it is to use our valuable time in devotion service, because we will become serious when we foresee ourselves on deathbed. This is also said by Guru Maharaj. So I pray to Guru Maharaj to give me strength to be able to remember Krishna always and invest my breaths in transcendental vibrations. So um, in the last, I want to refer Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 44. There is a verse talks about resolute determination. भोग ऐश्वर्य पर सक्तानां त्यापहर्ता चेतसां व्यवसायी आत्मिका बुद्धि समाधौ न विद्यते. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence, and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination of devotion service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. So, this Vyavasayi Atmika Buddhi, resolute determination, is very important to overcome challenges in remembering Krishna. Um, Challenges arise when we are not resolute in our determination. We may be attached to sense gratification and material possessions, but these things bewilder us. That's what this verse is saying. Even one uncontrolled sense can carry away our intelligence. This is also referred in chapter 2, verse 67 in Bhagavad Gita. So we can not take these things lightly, and we need to become sincere and serious in devotional service. We should be only attached to Krishna, and how to cultivate this attachment, Guru Maharaj showed us and gave us this practical way to recite transcendental vibrations. And we can do it like we done it last time, like in last session, in last Sunday, that we recited and remember Srimad Bhagavatam's seed verse. We remember seed verses of Bhagavad Gita, but we recited and remember seed verse of um, Srimad Bhagavatam also. I would like to recite that again. Aham evasam evagre नान्यद्यत् सद् असत्परं पश्चादहं यदेतश्च यो अवशिष्येता सो अस्मि अहम्. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Brahma, it is I, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before this creation, when there was nothing but myself, nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation. That what you see now is also I, the personality of Godhead. And after annihilation, what will remain will also be I, the personality of Godhead. So, Guru Maharaj always insisted that we recite these verses, or we remember these verses with the translations. And these are the direct darshan of Krishna. We take darshan of deities, and we take darshan of Krishna in our altar or in temple. But in this way also we can do it everywhere. We can do it all the time. That's what Guru Maharaj showed us, and I found it very much helpful. Oh, because it's no other way. We can remember or keep reciting these verses where we are. Either whenever we are free or we sitting with children, I can tell them to just recite, and I also recite. So these vibrations are very, very good, and these are the practical ways. So there are different, like as I said, different people or all other people are they facing challenges, different challenges, how to remember Krishna, but how to overcome these challenges. That was the topic actually. So we have challenges, but how to overcome them? So by to overcome these challenges, we can um, refer to these instructions of our Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, that we can recite verses, we can have then we can develop the taste, we can develop the attachment, those 9 stages of bhakti that we discussed, because artificially we cannot jump. We cannot jump to okay, all right, show that artificially that I have the taste, or I am on bhava stage. No, uh, we know where we are. We cannot pretend. We know where we are. We are our own judge. um, what we Because we can see when we are on free, when we have a free time, what we do. Are we reciting verses, or are we open Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, read it, or we go watch anything else or do something else? So it means we still don't have that taste, we still don't have that ruchi. The anarthas are still strong in us, and then we go backward. Okay, what we doing wrong? Okay, we don't have taste, we still have anarthas. It means we are not doing bhajan kriya properly. We not we are not doing, we still committing very offenses in our chanting, or we lacking, or we breaking principles, regulative principles. That also one of the reason that we don't have those tastes and attachment. And for, yeah, but to speak of attachment to Krishna, because if you don't go past the anartha nivritti, so that's where the second step is very important, the association with like-minded devotees, because that's where we get encouragement, we get a lot of enthusiasm. Because I think last time His Grace Shital Prabhu also said that we lack enthusiasm when we get older in this process. Okay, we get complacent. All right, yeah, we know, we do it every day. No, every day we need to be maintaining this enthusiasm, and that's how we can understand by Guru Maharaj's instruction, that how we can maintain this enthusiasm. So we can yes, so we can maintain our bhakti seriously. So yes, I think I concluded what I realized on how to overcome the challenges in remembering Krishna. Um, if you have any comments or any questions, please you can share it now. Hare Krishna. Jai Shila Gurudev ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sanjeev Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, devotees, for your time. Thank you, Amrish Prabhu. Thank you, Purnipagna Devi Dasi Mataji. And thank you, Krishna Samharmat Krishna Prabhu. Thank you for your discussion on a very interesting topic, which Amrish Prabhu has engaged us to give our opinions or upon our realizations. So when you are talking about Maharaja's instructions, so many instructions step by step and all those things, the problem is that how do we overcome those challenges? Means we want to do it, but we are not able to do it. That's our biggest problem. Everyone want to do it, and even if they want to do it, they want to do it in their own way. Yeah, that's where the problem starts.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, yeah, it's very easy to say Satatam Yuktanam, no? Yeah, we remember always. So, Prabhuji, can you give us some practical situations so that we can continually remember Krishna, some lifestyle or some situation like that? Thank you, Prabhu. Hopefully,
Hare
I'm
Krishna,
making sense.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Yes, yes, you also discussed Prabhuji and His Grace in Sital Prabhu also discussed that practically, oh, yeah, we need to do bhajan kriya, right? Daily sadhana, we need to follow chanting, we need to follow our devotional activities. So if we lack, again, because we get complacent, and we lack enthusiasm, we lack those determination. That's where we face these challenges. I realize that probably that yes, we have ups and downs in life. So we sometimes, obviously, when we start Krishna consciousness, we are very enthusiastic. Okay, we'll do it. But slowly, when we are progressed, then sometimes we go down, sometimes up, go down, up and down. But we are anchored, or we are focused. We can only focus when we are sincere and serious. Um, Yes, probably you asked that how we practically overcome, because everyone's situation is different. So somebody are on student life, some of us are in grahastha life, some of us are vanaprastha life. So that is because the challenges are different at different level. But the main thing is that we are satati yuktanam, as you said that. It's very easy to say satati yuktanam, but I realized that what Maharaj said, that is very practical, that we can recite verses, we can do every day. Nobody's stopping us. Nobody can. Um, we can, like, if you don't have Bhagavad Gita, then we can do chanting. If you can't study or you can't recite verses, we can do chanting. So that is also a transcendental vibration. It is a holy name of the Lord. So, and His Grace Amrish Prabhu also said that chanting alone can take us where we go, but the condition is it should be offenseless. And how we become offenseless? This because we commit a lot of offenses while chanting, you know? And that is onus upon us, Prabhuji, that how we become like to do offenseless chanting. Because offenses, we commit offenses all the time because we have a lot of anarthas. Again, that I refer to that 9 stages of bhakti. So yes, Prabhuji, I think have I elaborated
Yes, yes,
or
Prabhu. It's
answered?
even, yeah, as you said, this is for everyone to realize their own situation.
Yes,
The
Prabhuji.
problem is not realizing. Yeah, that's where all this all these activities are done so that we can realize this. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for the questions.
Thank you, Sanjeev Prabhu, for your very nice actually lecture on this point. So, and actually you shared a lot of Maharaja's instructions, which is very nice to hear. So yes, actually Avinash Prabhu asked that actually very practical question. Everyone asks how to actually instructions are there. So, but actually, yeah, what I realize also while meditating is that buck stop with us. No, so everything is there. Actually, to action is up to us. So yeah, that is one thing. But what I really like that the one of the instruction that you shared from Maharaj regarding the chanting, because I think we become complacent saying that, oh, as long as we do your 16 round, we're all right. So Maharaj actually, I think Maharaj said that that's not enough. Chanting in itself, 16 round is not enough. One has to what he says, churn his mind with actually reading scriptures and reciting verses. So which is, I think, very, very true because there is no guarantee that the chanting we're doing that offenseless, no? And we know it's not offenseless. We're full of offenses. So we cannot just rely on chanting. We have to actually spend time studying and reciting verses. So yes, Prabhuji, thank you very much for all those instruction and reminding all those Maharaja's melodies.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, Maharaj said that we need to engage our mind and intelligence and in reading and reciting and putting and churning our brain. So these instructions are there, but as you rightly said also, it's onus is upon us. If we take it seriously, we do it properly, like every day, then we can progress. Otherwise, we get complacent. Okay, we do it. All right, we know. I know. Yeah, it's like these seed verses. I used to recite it every day, and then again, like I said, up and down, and now I came back into my senses again. Okay, Maharaj's instructions are there, so we need to recite these, seed verses. So because these are transcendental vibrations, and Maharaj had a lot of faith in um, Srimad Bhagavatam and these verses. So yes, Prabhuji, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Sanjeev Prabhu. Thank
Hare
you very
Krishna.
much
Thank you, Prabhuji.
for your nice realizations, remembrance of Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
I enjoyed it very much. The sincerity which Maharaj preaches is because Maharaj was sincere. Only when somebody is sincere, you can see the intensity. Otherwise, I may say we must become like this, but nobody listens because I'm not serious myself. So very nice. I encourage anyone else to ask any questions or clarify the doubts if they have not. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, His Grace Amritsar. Maharaj is always instructed very practically, how we can do it. Means, is because these recitation of verses, as you said, that Maharaj likes it very much, and this is the reason he likes it, because these are the transcendental vibrations, and it changes. Maharaj said that if we recite shlokas, it improves our blood, um, purification of our blood as well. It improves our health also. So, yes, Prabhuji, I very much wanted to follow Guru Maharaj's instructions, recitation of verses.
We'll wait for
Hare
10 more
Krishna.
seconds. Somebody's there.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Sanjeev Prabhu. Thank you very much
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
for a very nice realization and reminding us, I was just thinking, as Avinash Krishna Prabhu was asking the question, I was thinking that actually the answer is already there, because by discussing, see, all these instructions are there and then they go at the back of your mind. But when we are discussing like this in this forum, you have quoted so many of Maharaj's verses, so they come again, alive. So it's very nice. It's a good way of keeping us constantly reminding of the seriousness of this Krishna consciousness. So I can see you've taken a lot of effort. So thank you very much again. Very nice. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for your nice encouragement and realization. Yes, we have to go back to basics because I became also complacent. Okay, all right, I do 16 rounds, just doing my numbers, but that's not enough. That's not enough.
Yeah.
It's onus is upon on us. Because I remember His Grace Amrish Prabhu saying that people ask this question again and again. My Prabhuji, my mind is not controlled, all right? And to chanting, because just control it. Prabhuji said, just control it. So
Yeah.
it is because onus is upon us. Yes, Mother.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, dear devotees. So we'll conclude today's discussion with this. Thank you very much, Sanjeev Prabhu, once again. So I think